Hi! We finally got a camera and like a game streaming recording room, and we got a snake. He's the coolest little dude. His name is Monty the Python. We should have named him Ekans or Arbok, but you know, time to get serious. Today I wanted to do a video on how to crisscross wrap dreads. I really like how it looks and I wanted to do that on one or two of mine. So I looked up a couple of different methods on how to do this. It seems like across the board, everything I've looked at said to not wrap them when your dreads are too young, like wait till at least 6 months. Don't leave it in your hair for too long, like maybe a month max, because they'll start to mature with your dread. And especially if you do have, 6-month-old dreads or so, then as your dread is maturing, it'll kind of get stuck in it, I guess is the best way to describe it. The cat's meowing at the door. There's different ways to wrap depending on the look. If you're wanting just solid wrapped, then you can start with the slip knot like I'm getting ready to show you, and you can just wrap continuously until you get to the bottom. When it comes to the crisscross wrapping, there's two different ways you can do that too. One is you do the slip knot and then you take both pieces of the floss that you're using and wrap it all the way around once, wrap it a few times around the bottom, and then wrap it up to make the X and it's thicker. The other way is you do the slip knot and then you take the separate pieces and you crisscross them as you go down and tie it off at the bottom and wrap it. If you're using yarn versus floss, you would probably just want to do the single wrap anyways, just because yarn is so thick. It might look weird if you have two. But if you're using the floss like I'm getting ready to use, then I personally like the single look. I don't like the thick look anyways, but to each their own. So let's get started with making a slip knot. I'm also going to apologize in advance for how my hair looks right now, because oh boy do I need it tightened. We're at 11 months right now. I've been palm rolling more and it's helping, but my roots are getting a little bit lumpy and bumpy, and it's time for a tightening soon. And now that I have this wonderful camera, you can tell really well how they're doing. So I've got the piece of floss here that I'm wanting to use. It's just the purple color. It's this kind of Halloween-y purple color that I'm going for. I already have the Halloween orange in my hair, so why not? So I've got my hair back out of the way. This is the one that I'm going to be wrapping. And with the floss or string, whichever, it's just embroidery thread. I got a really cool cross stitch pattern years ago of the Snow White stained glass from Kingdom Hearts, and I never finished it. It was really cool, but it was really hard, and I like cross stitching. I even cross stitched that. I did that. Anyway, back to serious matters. To make a slip knot, I'm gonna hold this string in the middle, and I just would put my fingers like that. Cross one over the other, and pull the other one through. Makes like a letter A. Pull the threads so that it tightens. Yeah. Or if you don't like how it looks, you just done. So loop, cross, pull the other string through. This, slip onto your thread to where you want to tighten it, but not too tight, because you don't want it, it's just like with beads, you don't want them cutting into your dreads too much, you just want it secure. So this is where, if you were doing the double string method, you would wrap it around and then just start going down, then wrap it around and go back up. But I am using the single wrap method, so just for security and looks, I am gonna wrap it around a time or two up at the top here. So That way it's a little bit more secured, and then we're gonna start crisscrossing. And you can space it apart as far as you want. That's all, personal preference. And then once you get to the bottom, wrap them around, and then tie them off and cut. So I'm probably gonna redo this off camera because it'd be a little bit easier, but that is the gist of what you're going for. I did a little bit tight on accident, but that's how you wrap a dread. I kind of like it. Thanks for watching.
Take this mild drug and you will have a nice sleep without any nightmares. You're among friends here. You must trust us. You will sleep now. A long sleep.